What's going on, everyone? Jake here. We are out back right now with the 71 Chevy. I figure I do a cold start on it. I'm gonna get it pulled out and out into the sun, get some pictures of it. I'm gonna post it back up for sale, I guess. See if there's any interest. I had it for sale, a few weeks ago, and I had some interest, but I decided I wanted to keep it. I was going to use it as a parts truck for the 68, since the 68 has no engine. I was going to keep the engine out of this one and just sell this one as a roller, but I've decided now I'm going to repost it and see if anyone wants to buy a whole. Just sell it whole, and I can build a new motor for this one. So yeah, we're gonna get it fired up here and pull it out. Also, the 83 Dodge I picked up a few days ago is gone. I didn't have it very long, got it sold. I didn't record trying to start it because the guy said it sat for a year and a half, although I imagine it probably sat longer than that. But yeah, I didn't end up doing a video on trying to start it, but I did get it running. Didn't take very much. Got it running. It ran pretty well. I cleaned it up a little bit and sold it to somebody and doubled my money on it, so I'm happy with that. And then the Camaro, the Berlinetta, right there. I've got somebody supposed to be coming today to take a look at that, and we're gonna go ahead and get rid of it, if the money's right, of course. If not, maybe we'll hold on to it and put a motor and trans in it and try and sell it, running and driving, get better money out of it that way. But where I'm at right now is I've got just too many projects to do all at once. I've got the Bogger Buick is out to my friend's house, along with the 77 Ford, which is still over there. We're gonna go pick that up soon and bring it home. Figure out why it's not showing any oil pressure, because it runs really well, but the gauges, I've tried 2 different gauges. I blew through the oil line and still shows 0 oil pressure, so we got to figure that out. Then I have some news for this truck as well. My 88 square body, my dream truck. It's got the 454 in it. If you've seen my previous videos on it, you can hear me start it up. But my dream for this truck was a 12 valve Cummins. I really want a 6-speed in it, but for right now I'll deal with an automatic. And it just happened the other day to pick up a first gen 12 valve. It's a VE motor. I wanted a P-pump style, but there's the neighbor taking off. I wanted a P-pump style engine, but I got this thing for such a heck of a deal. I'll make this one work. I'll show it to you here. So here it is. I've got it sitting in my trailer, covered up with a tarp. It's trying to cover itself back up. It's a little windy today, but yeah, this is the engine I got. It's gonna need probably have some stuff gone through and cleaned up, of course. It had sat outside for a couple years, I guess. It was covered up with a tarp, but stuff can still get into it underneath. It's got the front axle still in it, which maybe we'll put that in the truck, I don't know. Automatic transmission and transfer case. So yeah, this is a pretty big step to get my dream truck together. I'm super excited. Alright, so we got jumpers hooked up to my 97, since both of the batteries in this truck are, I would imagine, are junk, since they do not keep a charge. And I put a brand new alternator on, which I don't know what the problem is. Maybe a wiring issue. But anyways, we got to jump it. So I'm gonna set you up here just like I did with the Buick cold start. Although some people suggested, well, they wanted to see what I was doing on the inside instead of just watching the engine. So I'll show you how you start this thing. It's got, the regular original ignition that, that turns the engine over and powers certain things. But to power the ignition and everything else, you have a switch right here. You gotta turn that on and then turn the key and turn it over. So this one's a lot easier than the Buick. Although I've got electric choke on this one, so it'll idle where it needs to warm up. Yeah, this engine, it runs incredible. They say it's a full roller 355, roller rockers, roller cam. I got it out of another truck I bought from a guy here in town, and the rest of the truck, it was I might have some video of it. I know I've got a picture. I can put in a picture of it. But anyways, it was a 79 step side Chevy, and it was pretty beat up. The whole truck was really rough. The cab was rotten. The whole frame was bent and cracked. So, also the transmission didn't have third or overdrive, any of that. So really the only good part in that truck was this motor. So I pulled it, and then shortly after I found this for sale, just needing a motor. So there you go, put the motor in this. And it's loud. It's got a really good cam in it. When I first started it in this truck, before I got the exhaust welded, man, it shook my whole house sitting in the garage. It shook the block. Which is why I'm not sure if I want to get rid of it. That's why I'm thinking I'm going to pull it back out and just sell this truck as a roller. I mean, it's pretty rusty. The body's all rusted up. It's built right. The guy that built it, he built it nice, but I mean, the it's in rough shape. Which is why I'm thinking, I need some parts for this one. So this might just become a parts truck, and then just sell it as a roller, just get rid of it. There's a lot of good stuff. And buckets and shifters and gauges, switches, all sorts of stuff that I can use out of this thing. So let's say I'm not sure yet what's going to happen with it. Only time will tell. Well, there's the proof right there. The batteries are wasted. It is puking out acid. Yeah, these batteries are junk. At least that one is. This one seems alright, but it's bulged out on the sides.
I'm sure they're no good.
Alright, I guess I'll cold start this one too, since I just got a new battery for it the other day. Fire it up here. This one runs pretty good too. I still gotta fix that one muffler that fell off because it's crazy loud. I mean, it sounds good loud, but if I try to drive this thing, I'll be pulled over in a matter of seconds, I'm sure. But yeah, the other thing, I've been looking for a new bed for this. I only need the bed sides because the bed, well, you can't, it's full of stuff. I mean, the bed itself is alright, just the sides are rusty. And I went on LMC Truck and they do not sell the dually sides. Not that I could find anyways. So, yeah, I've been looking, I need a new bed. And then, cab corners and rockers, driver's floor pan, inner fender wells. They're pretty bad. So the truck, it needs some body work, but I mean, not terrible. It could be a lot worse. This truck supposedly came out of Texas around 10 years ago, and you know, that's definitely helped it a little bit. But being in Michigan has, you know, not been good to it. And I got the brake light on because when I got this truck, one of the rear driver's side line was leaking, so I pinched it off to drive it home, and I put a new line on, but I never bled them. So the brakes do work, just the pedal goes like right to the floor. So that's another thing I need to do. But yeah, probably, let's say I got that Cummins. As soon as I get that cleaned up and gone through, ready to go, I'll be ripping the drivetrain out of this, and I'll have a 454 sitting around to go in whatever. So my baby. Also, one last thing I wanted to show. If you haven't seen the video of me bringing this home, go check that out. And you can see this thing was absolutely filthy. It was covered, and you know, the whole hood was almost black from just sitting outside under trees and everything. And I took it to the car wash and it cleaned it up really well, but see, it's shining right now. Grandpa came over with some polish, and him and I just went to town on this thing, shining it up, and boy did it do a heck of a job. I mean, it brought the color out, made the color real shiny, because it was all faded. I mean, it looks great. I mean, it needs a little more work, but man, it looks so much better than what it was. So that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment of things you may want to see in the future, or if you have any ideas for some of my projects I'm doing. I'd love to hear them. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. And have a good one.